Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I know maybe we'll learn more about those two
Yeah.
characters eventually. My last little shout out is I loved just it's in the context of manipulation, but I think really fascinating and quite distilled clearly, which is Morrow distinguishing between moral rightness and loyalty, and the way that that is it can be complicated and has been used. I mean, that's like distilling down history and human nature so perfectly into like ideology and justification of purpose and choices and decision making. Like he starts with a a plea that is focused on moral rightness, and then immediately frames that moral rightness in the context of who are you loyal to, because that whatever is morally right will be different based on who your loyalty is to. And it was neat because I feel like we hear about these concepts typically in these like very impassioned speeches and manifestos given by leaders to, ignite and inspire the people to follow in their direction and ride off into battle. But he does that deconstruction of these things with such matter of fact logic and these very clearly laid out logical leaps to lead slightly, and us as the audience to follow to where he is going. We obviously can see very clearly what's happening, but it's just fascinating to see the way that he changes and twists his argument based on the responses from slightly. And I thought that was so cool to see his mind work. I feel like I got this little window into his understanding of what can manipulate slightly in the most clear way. And so I loved thinking about that dichotomy between morality and loyalty and how those things are so deeply intertwined and cannot be um, disconnected from each other in any meaningful way.